So I was supposed to be back on Thursday, and I got back into Reading at 10 a.m. this morning. Now Sunday. It's quite late, but yeah, I got stuck in Aberdeen last night.
I'd like to say that's why the Tooniverse glossary this week was late, but it's not. It's because I didn't.
It's because you didn't
do it.
You didn't do it.
Yeah.
It's all right, mate.
I've done it now.
Yeah, it's done. But life, innit? Things happen.
Nothing happened. I just didn't.
Oh, okay. All right, well, I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt there.
No, I didn't. But... Don't do that. I don't deserve it.
Yeah, I don't.
Done nothing to earn that.
No, I'm back. It's good. I'm happy.
Should I watch some cartoons?
I think we probably should, yeah.
Hello and welcome back to the Space Jam Continuum, the podcast where we try to make a continuous cinematic universe out of something that was never meant to be one. I'm Chris McLennan.
I'm Carl Noble.
And we're back. It's been a while since we've sat down
and watched cartoons.
To gaze through the portal.
Yeah, to go have a little look through, we've still got to get a better understanding of what the portal actually is. I'm hoping it's not some sort of alien bumhole that we're just looking through.
That if after years of this podcast it just transpired.
Alien bumhole.
It was just...
Oh, God.
It's like, what have we dedicated our lives to?
Staring through a bumhole.
Let's hope not, eh?
Yeah, let's hope not. I mean, we've got plenty of cartoons to watch. I'd probably still do it even if we found out that that's what it was.
There's some entertaining stuff going on in there, either way.
Yeah. So...
I reckon let's just get straight into it.
Let's just fucking plough straight in, mate. Let's do it.
Okay, so we're starting with a Sniffles number.
We are.
This week.
Ah, Sniffles. He always makes me feel Christmassy, Sniffles.
Yeah, he's got that sort of vibe.
Yeah.
It's just... Yeah, it just feels like something that would be on Christmas morning.
I'm on the run-up to Christmas.
I believe it is called Sniffles Bells the Cat.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know what that could possibly mean.
What's a bell on a cat,
It's from February the 1st, 1941.
Let's watch it.
Let's give it a go. What is wrong with Sniffles?
I don't know. Is he drunk a lot of the time?
Yeah, I'm going that way.
Yeah. I mean, he's a kid, I think. A child?
I think so.
Is alcohol okay to give to... I'm sure we've had this question before. At what age did the Toons start drinking?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean...
Because it's got to be quite young.
Because I always thought of him as a child, but then he's, he's there... he's living with what I presume are, his brothers?
I guess so, but I mean, we've seen him in his own house. We've seen him with a house.
Yeah.
When he saw Santa last episode.
I really don't know. But...
maybe he's come home for the holidays. He spent Christmas at home and he's come home for the New Year. And he's just a bit tanked up.
But largely that means he's not a kid.
Yeah, so he's just an adult mouse with a really high voice and an alcohol problem.
Yeah.
I mean, in all fairness, they all had high voices.
They are all mice.
Yeah, you kind of expect it.
But he's the only one with the alcohol problem.
Well, maybe they just don't have a problem.
Cover the episode. So, you were right.
He put a bell
on a cat.
Yeah.
Basically, Sniffles and his presumably brothers are running from a cat.
Yeah.
And then they're like, I wish we could hear him coming. So they send Sniffles out to put a bell on the cat.
Yeah.
They lock him out with the cat and won't let him back in.
That seemed a bit mean.
Until he's put the bell on the cat.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know, I mean, they clearly wouldn't miss Sniffles if Sniffles were gone.
No, I mean, either or they're just, pretty confident he can take care of himself.
But I don't know why that would be the case.
No, maybe it's because he got that owl egg that time.
Both those times.
He just nailed it. But, yeah, what makes me think he's a raging alcoholic is he goes out the door with the bell.
Yeah.
And he's like, all you want me to do is do that? That's simple. Starts walking with the bell. And we're about 5 paces. his face starts sagging, and he just collapses and passes out for an hour?
Several hours.
Yeah. Like
and that's not really covered either.
No, it doesn't say why. Like, did he find the bell heavy? And it's like, well, maybe, but then the rest of the episode, he's carrying around all right.
But also, like, he passes out, it shows time pass, and then he's just there doing the next bit.
Yeah. There was no explanation as to why. I mean, maybe they're going to say, him saying it was fine, it was all bravado, and then he just passed out through fear. But he didn't really seem that scared during the rest of the episode. He was a little bit scared of the cat, but I'm not surprised. It's a big cat.
I don't know, I reckon he's pissed.
I think he is. Yeah. I think he just, passed out, he'd sobered up, and he's like, right, I've got to get this bell on that cat so I can get back in and have a drink. That's pretty much what I think has happened. But yeah, it's I didn't get a lot from that episode.
Yeah, I mean, he's like it's definitely reinforced that he's definitely not the sharpest tool in the shed.
No,
he's not a bright man.
No, he's really not. He's got a big head.
He's got a big head.
Not a lot in there. But I mean, maybe a small brain. You got to fill it up with alcohol.
Yeah, but the alcohol problem also does explain why he forgets large swathes of his life.
Yeah.
Because he does.
He definitely does. Maybe that's why he's living at home, because he forgot where he lives.
Maybe.
But yeah, what I found interesting was the cat. He eventually got the bell on the cat, and the cat was like, oh, okay, well, now this is my life. I've got the bell around my neck. The cat was very dexterous.
Yeah,
earlier on, he was picking up cups, he was moving stuff about. Well, why was it he just take the bell off?
I don't know.
He didn't get cinched around his neck. It wasn't padlocked on. Or
I reckon he just sort of liked it. I reckon because at the start, where they go in, they just about get into the mouse hole, shut the door, and then he slams into it, ends up in sort of a crinkled pile.
Yeah.
And then that happens again at the end of the episode. Maybe he goes, do you know what? Maybe it would be better if they could just hear me coming.
Yeah, because then he wouldn't have to go. He could just wander around the corner.
Then this would stop happening to me.
Yeah, he did end up with 2 black eyes and didn't look very healthy at the end, did he?
No, he's sick of it.
It's quite a big bell, though.
Yeah, I reckon he just likes it.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. But I mean, you can't get cat collars with small bells on for that exact reason.
But that was a cowbell.
It was a cowbell. It was their doorbell, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure they looked up above their door and there was a big bell with a string on as to who would become knocking on their door. Ringing the bell at their door, I don't know.
Other mice, I guess.
Friends and family.
Friends and family, yeah.
Ding, ding. I think you'd have a back door. Mormons, yeah. You could get Mormons coming around. Junk mail.
But yeah, I don't think that gave us much insight.
No.
Except for into the drinking habits of Sniffles.
Yeah.
We're going to watch future Sniffles episodes with possibly a different...
definitely a different light.
A different light.
Mm.
Let's move on then.
Alright, I think that's probably best.
So the next one we've got, it's another Willoughby number.
Oh, Willoughby!
He was enjoyable last time. I'm hoping we get some George the Fox. I like George the Fox.
Yeah, I was a fan of George.
So, yeah, we've got The Crackpot Quail from February 15th, 1941.
Oh, let's watch it. Sounds like a hunting episode.
It does.
It's a different dog.
It's a different dog.
There must be 2 Willoughbys.
Yeah, I wonder what happened. I'm wondering if the first Willoughby died and they're called the next dog Willoughby as well.
Yeah,
like Snowball 1 and Snowball 2.
Yeah, either there is just 2 Willoughbys in the portal.
Yeah,
just homes in on names.
Yeah, maybe someone's whiffed it.
Yeah,
someone in portal admin. Or maybe they whiffed it last time. Who knows?
Yeah, because that was not the same dog. I mean, sounded the same.
Yeah,
had the same sort of. Well, this Willoughby had a selection of runs available to him, a selection of modes of running.
Yeah.
One of them was the same as the other Willoughby, which was the, kind of...
Maybe Willoughby's more of a state of mind.
Yeah, possibly.
It's not a great state of mind.
Well, no.
But we got some insight into why Willoughby is quite as dim as he is.
Yeah, he kept slamming his face
into his head into trees every 5 seconds.
Oh, that last scene as well. He took out so many trees. He's pretty robust.
Yeah, once he's got an idea in his head,
Yeah.
you know.
Like once he seems to gain momentum, it seems very little's going to stop him.
Yeah. So we're looking at Willoughby here with a quail.
Yeah.
He's hunting a quail, basically. The quail is, deploying your regular sort of bugs shtick.
Yeah, he's even doing the dock.
Yeah,
he was saying dock. It's the first time I've heard somebody saying dock. He hasn't said what's up, doc, but I think that's going to be saved for bugs.
He changed it up a bit.
He did.
It was legally distinct. What did he say? What's
He was just saying dock a lot. It was kind of just the way he's saying mate on the end of stuff.
Yeah.
But
it
was just him chasing it around. Like the physics in this one was quite interesting because it's the first time I can really remember seeing a lengthy scene of people basically disappearing behind one tree and then appearing behind a different tree, doing the whole Scooby-Doo doorway thing. That's the first time I've seen it that I can really remember it, and it being for quite a long time.
And we're going to have to get to the bottom of what's happening there at some point.
Very liberal Toon powers being used.
Yeah.
Very liberal.
But I think they're out in the wild now.
Yeah.
So it probably is not as frowned upon.
No, I mean it's potential that they've both had their moment, and just because they're so far on the sticks that they don't know.
But I don't think that the disappearing behind trees doing the sort of Scooby-Doo thing can be put down to Toon powers.
No, I think that's more to do with the physics of the world. At that point,
you're talking about teleportation.
Yeah, like the Toon powers were more, Willoughby's ability to breathe underwater. The fact he could stretch his nose real wide while sniffing.
Your useful stuff.
Like the fact that the quail could walk so wide to make that happen.
Yeah, and could use its little little
head tuft
as windscreen wipers for his face.
A periscope. A question mark.
Yeah, and it was a functioning periscope.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah,
definitely worked. So yeah, like very liberal Toon powers, but I am thinking that maybe they don't know that they could take a trouser test.
I still think Willoughby is probably a pet dog or a an owned dog.
Yeah.
Because at one point the quail, to get out of a sticky situation, threw a stick for him, and he went for that immediately.
He did. He conditioned into it.
Yeah, which it presents an interesting sort of rift between, socially between animals that are not owned by humans in this area. Because I presume we're still looking at the same sort of area as before.
Well, I guess so. I mean,
it looks similar.
Or potentially he was owned at one point and now isn't.
He's
pushed
out on his own.
He's either out on his own or he's killed his owner. I don't know.
You like to create some intrigue. I don't know. Kill him.
Just saying. Just
Yeah,
I'm not accusing. I'm just saying that there is a possibility. We've seen dogs kill indiscriminately.
It's true. We've seen a dog kill
indiscriminately on a number of occasions.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that's what's happened, but I miss him as well. I haven't seen him. I'm thinking he's just because he's always been a background character. Yeah. I'm thinking.
Yeah, but it does start to focus on him. Like as soon as he's doing something, it goes, "We'll just focus on that dog that killed loads of people."
Just because he's normally killing people. Like if I was the portal bumhole, I'd be winking at that as well.
I'd be winking at that. Yeah.
But yeah, we didn't really learn a lot. Again, this is just another.
Yeah, these
random thing that's going on.
Characters who are outside the main pantheon, they give us a little insight into some things, but they don't.
The one question that I think was raised was how does that running behind the trees or in and out of doors thing work?
Yeah, I think we need to see a few more instances of it, and I'm sure we will.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm wondering if the Tooniverse sort of loops around like Pac-Man.
Potentially. So, the world is round, but
quite
small.
It's not. It's just if you go off one and you just turn up at the other end.
Yeah, possibly.
Not necessarily a spherical planet.
No.
just straight up like Pac-Man, and some bits within the world are like that.
It's highly possible. I think the more we see of it, the more information we'll get.
The other thing I wondered is, depending on the workings of the portal, if it was, say, motion activated, and someone went behind a tree, and then nothing happened for a while, and it deactivated, and then when the thing's kicking off, they move very slowly out, so it doesn't trigger it like a security light, and then.
So you think they're trying to like kind of con it to turn off because they're aware it's on and don't want to be watched?
I don't know. Just like I wonder if there's ways to trick the portal and create those illusions. I don't know why they would do it. What would be in it for them?
Yeah, possibly.
They go behind the tree, then they walk off miles in the direction of the so the portal starts to loop round.
Yeah, it is possible.
But why?
Well, that's it. There needs to be a reason for it happening.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to look into it.
It might happen the next episode. You never know.
You never do. You really never do. I know we've got something you've been looking forward to.
Yes, I have. This is going to be quite entertaining because it's the first time we're seeing
Cecil Turtle's in.
Cecil, and we haven't seen Bugs in quite a while. So
we've got Bugs, we've got Cecil Turtle.
And it is first appearance of Cecil.
So let's go and see his little.
Do you think this is going to be the
beaky face?
It's going to be the like kind of hair and tortoise race.
It is called Tortoise Beats Hair.
Weird.
So yeah, Tortoise Beats Hair, March 15th, 1941. Let's meet a turtle.
Let's do that.
I've got a new favourite animal.
What, the tortoise turtle?
The tortoise turtle.
to go along with the hare rabbit.
Yeah, like, so Bugs Bunny is routinely referred to as a hare in the titles of episodes.
Yeah, often.
Refers
to himself as a rabbit.
He's a rabbit.
Yeah.
And then Cecil Turtle.
Yeah.
Is so definitely a tortoise.
He's definitely, he's not a turtle.
But his name is Cecil Turtle.
Yeah, and Bugs calls him a turtle.
And it's Bugs Bunny. Like, I think it's... I'm wondering now, is Porky a pig?
Maybe he's just some sort of like pink balloon. A sentient pink balloon. That's what he is.
Thrown a lot into question.
But Bugs gets out-bugsed.
Yeah. I think it's because he's still got that cold.
I think he has got a red nose and his voice
is funny.
So I think his head's cloudy.
Yeah, I think he's thinking straight.
But it like the whole episode is the classic hare and tortoise race. Yeah. That's what it is. So he challenges the tortoise to a race. Well, actually, first of all, we need to mention him tearing down the front screen.
Oh yeah,
that happens. So Bugs comes out, starts reading the names,
like the credits.
Yeah, and reading them hilariously wrong, which I found quite amusing.
Yeah, you were enjoying that.
I really liked it. I really like people just like on purposely pronouncing things wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I'll have some tortillas.
Tortillas.
It's just hilarious, isn't it? Because it really frustrates people. But anyway, he tears down that screen, knocks on Cecil's door, and challenges him to a race because he's read the title and goes, that's never going to happen.
Yeah.
And then...
So we've had it confirmed that is a front screen, which we suspected.
Yeah, we'd always kind of thought they popped a screen up in front of the portal hole.
Yeah.
So they start the race. Cecil immediately turns off and goes to a telephone and rings his mates up, who all look like him.
Yeah, it's a great little community though. Yeah, I love them.
I know they're all like, "Oh, you've been challenged to a race. We'll help you out."
But it's also it's a load of just old men.
Yeah, he's good. And the shells, optional extra.
Yeah, they get dressed in the morning.
Yeah, it's great.
He comes out of the shower. He's got a towel. He answers the phone. He goes, "Yeah, I'll be there." He hangs up. He pops his shell on.
It's great, isn't it? Like, I'm wondering whether or not they are actually turtles or tortoises, or just like weird alien creatures that pop on a shell.
But they're also because like maybe that it is a tortoise turtle. It's an animal of its own.
Yeah,
so it's just a little green guy. That's just how they dress.
Yeah, pops a shell on.
They are also masters of understated fashion because the only fashion choice that distinguishes them from one another at all is their underpants under their shirt.
That's it. And nobody really sees that.
Yeah, but they know.
Yeah, they're like, stripes on today. Oh yeah, got dots on. But so the turtle tortoises, the tortoise turtles, strategically place themselves along the route. Yeah. To basically just piss off Bugs. So Bugs runs ahead and goes, "Oh, you here?" And he's like, "Yep." And then the tortoise gives him a big kiss on the nose, and wanders off.
Trots off.
Yeah, and then Bugs legs it in various different fashions, all the way to the end. And the tortoise wins because he's there waiting at the end. Bugs pays him the money, and it takes him a good 30-40 seconds wandering off before he goes, "Hold on, I think I've been tricked here." And then,
so the Bugs we know is in there. I think he's just got a head cold.
No, I think he has. It is that time of year.
Yeah,
and I think he is just suffering a bit because he's got a pink nose, he's got a stuffy little voice, and I think he's just having a bit.
Yeah,
of
the voice is weirding me out because the reason I'm settling on it being a cold is because when he first turned up, he was very similar in voice to the Bugs that I remember.
Yeah.
And now it's shifted away from that.
Yeah,
so I definitely think he's not well.
Yeah, I think that's it.
His nose is pink in this one. It's red raw.
Yeah, he's been blowing it a lot, rubbing it. Should have put a bit of Vicks on that. Sorted out. But yeah, I mean, it was nice to see.
Also,
Bugs.
He was eating a carrot at the start, and he was reading the sign.
Yeah, trying to get vitamin
and then
C up.
When he reads "tortoise beats hare," he spits out loads of carrot.
Yeah,
and it's like he would have swallowed some of that carrot. I think when you're ill and nothing really tastes of anything, it's just like, and you're just chewing on matter.
Yeah, and you're like, I've got to. And
I reckon he should have swallowed by that point. It was a good 30 seconds.
Yeah,
but he just didn't.
He just kept filling his cheeks up.
Yeah.
He wanted something to occupy his mouth.
Yeah, and it wasn't working out for him.
No.
So yeah, Bugs isn't well.
No, he's not.
I hope he gets well soon.
Me too.
I want to see him, because turns out you can grift a grifter, but only if he's got a cold.
Yeah, especially when he's got a cold.
But yeah, I'm loving these tortoise turtles. I hope we see a lot of Cecil Turtle. And all of them.
And all of his mates. Because they're great. I imagine they live in some sort of old man commune somewhere.
I just love the guy who answers the phone. What's going, Cease? It's just like, yes! I love you. I want more of that guy.
I know.
What's going, Cease?
That was good. I did enjoy that.
Before we move on, shall we just take a look in the Porky Piggy Bank? See how we're doing?
I think we should. I'd give it a rattle, but I don't think much is going to happen.
No, nor do I. Okay, so this is the part of the show that we're not too keen on doing, but
I'm not a massive fan, but it needs to happen.
It needs to happen.
It needs to happen.
So basically, we put out the show for free, and we're going to keep doing that. Don't you worry about that.
Yeah, we enjoy doing it.
We enjoy doing it. But our hosting and such does cost us cash, and Rob at Kaiju Podcast Network, he does a lot of good work.
He does do a lot of good work. Very entertaining stuff.
So we've got a Patreon account for Kaiju FM.
Yeah.
And if you're enjoying the show, please do consider donating to the Patreon.
It doesn't have to be a lot. Like $1 a month.
$1 a month would go a long way.
It really would. It's surprising how much of a difference just such a small amount of money can actually make.
Yeah, and it should allow us to do some extra bits as well. We want to put a D&D show together. It gets you access to a bonus podcast that Rob does about kaiju films. So yeah, if you're enjoying the show, please go and take a look at the Patreon page. You can link there from kaiju.fm. Otherwise, if you please could give us a review or a rating on iTunes.
Yeah, something like
that helps the visibility of the podcast a lot. And, at this sort of early stage, it's important to get that out there.
Yeah.
So yeah, anything you could do along those lines would be an incredible help.
Yeah,
also, just tell people about it.
Yeah, just go out, tell anybody. We don't mind. More people who listen, more people you've got to talk to about it. That's what I find.
Yeah. And you're supporting, currently three shows, and in the new year, I know Rob's launching at least a couple more. So
some exciting stuff coming up.
Yeah. Help us out. Thank you.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Cheers.
I believe that role-playing games are art. Specifically, role-playing games are theatre, which means theatre artists are natural role players.
What sort of hat am I wearing?
It's the important details.
Is it like a tricorn hat?
Yeah, he has got into full theatre mode now.
Right,
this is amazing.
So they want to be entertained. I'm going to give them a show with my iron and my tricorn hat.
Life's a game. The world's our stage. And we're merely role players. Merely Role Players, a podcast where dramatic people play role-playing games. Hosted by me, M.J. Starling, in association with Blackshaw Theatre Company. Find us at merelyroleplayers.podbean.com or search your usual podcast app for Merely Role Players.
Okay, next up on our list is Porky's Bear Facts.
Yeah.
Now, we like getting some straight up facts.
Yeah, so it's like some cold hard facts from the mouth of somebody we trust.
The pink balloon.
The animated pink balloon. That's Porky Pig. I'm still not 100% fixed that he's actually a balloon, but
it's fine.
Maybe that explains why he's comfortable eating meat and potentially ham because
he's a balloon.
He's a balloon. And as soon as he starts eating rubber, then we've got a cannibalism problem.
Yeah. So the Porky's Bear Facts. Do we have anything? We haven't encountered a lot of bears.
I don't think so. At least not as kind of like main characters in episodes.
I was just wondering if there's any issues that we're particularly hoping that Porky will cover.
Do they hibernate at winter?
So you want to direct comparison of bears in the Tooniverse to bears as we understand them.
Yeah, why not?
Which is probably poorly. I don't know a lot about bears.
The big.
I know that in any fight, if there's a bear on one side of it, I would bet on the bear. I don't think there's many things around that go, okay, it's a bear fighting X. There's not a lot of things.
What about if
go
it was
X
like brown bear versus polar bear?
Polar bear.
Every time.
Yeah, for sure.
I know a fact about polar bears.
Oh, give us
They've
Cal's bear facts.
They've got black skin.
Yeah,
but clear.
Yeah,
fur.
Clear, like
which
like
is
like a fibre optic cable almost.
Yeah. So it kind of works like many layers of cling film.
Yeah, like many layers of cling film.
Because if you look at cling film,
it
looks sort of like silvery, doesn't it? Yeah, the tube inside is brown.
Well, there you go.
So that's the one thing.
That's the one thing you know about bears.
Maybe there's just the one thing I know.
For sure. It's the one thing you're certain of.
Yeah, after that, I got nothing.
Well, let's see if we can change that.
Okay.
Let's visit Porky Pig for Porky's Bear Facts, March 29th, 1941.
Let's do it.
Two opposing viewpoints there.
Yeah, I mean, calling that Bear Facts isn't... That's a stretch.
Yeah.
I didn't really learn much there, except that bear was lazy.
Didn't hibernate.
Lazy. Has a weird relationship with his dog.
Yeah.
Not that weird. I know what Porky's relationship with his dog was like. So
the dog was very well spoken.
It was,
but also a pet. So it's more of that going on.
Yeah, there was a mouse. Obviously, subletting.
The mouse had a pretty glorious sort of tenor.
It did, not the classic high pitched.
So not all mice have a high pitched voice.
No, maybe.
So I got us thinking about Sniffles and his brothers.
Yeah,
what are they about? Castrati. That's my.
You reckon?
It's a possibility.
I mean, is that a government-sponsored programme? Or?
I don't know. I don't know. So, in this episode, you've got Porky's farm. He's working hard.
Oh, he's grafting.
Singing a song about the merits of working hard.
Yeah.
Then his neighbour, also a farmer, a bear, is just sitting on the porch singing a song called Working Can Wait.
Yeah.
Which we think is why he's not getting any welfare when the winter comes and he's got no food.
Yeah,
because he's got to be at least actively searching for a job, and he's sitting on his porch singing a song about how he's definitely not doing that.
But the thing is like, he must have had food in the house, obviously, to see him through the summertime, and also to see him through the vast majority of the winter. Because unless winter was one day long, then he had to have had food. Because, you know, we came in, it was winter, and he was there, him and his dog were really hungry. There was a big pile of empty cans in the far corner of the room, though. So possibly he had a lot of canned goods.
Yeah. He went to the cupboard and he opened it, and there was a note from Mother Hubbard saying, "Now you know how I felt." So he was robbed.
Ah, right, yeah. Okay,
he was robbed by Mother Hubbard.
So he had stocked up, but Mother Hubbard... I'm thinking maybe she came around and nabbed it all.
Yeah, like, I don't know what motive Mother Hubbard would have to do that to a random bear.
Maybe she was just feeling dickish.
That's just that's her remit in this universe, it would seem. So
she's
go
kind
around
of
emptying
like
people's cupboards.
I think she does like once a year and just goes around everybody who doesn't work.
Maybe it's like a canned food drive, but instead of donating, Mother Hubbard just comes around,
nicks it.
Nicks it.
Forced charity.
Yeah.
So if you haven't worked, not only do you not get welfare, Mother Hubbard also comes around and nabs everything from you.
It sounds
forcing
a lot like...
you to rely on your neighbours or starve and die.
It sounds a lot like the budget that just...
I know, you're right, it does. it definitely sounds like that's
topical.
Just... Yeah?
Topical.
Yeah. No, so I see.
It's very prophetic for a cartoon from 1941.
Maybe the portal's trying to tell us something.
Maybe
it knew we'd be watching it now. And it was like, these guys need this.
But
maybe they shouldn't be showing us it, though.
Yeah, it's true. What else went down? He tried to eat his dog.
Yeah, did try to eat his dog. His dog wasn't happy
the dog
about that.
said to him, "You'll hang," which means there must be some precedent for people actually...
Yeah, death penalty for murder.
Yeah. But we've also seen it overlooked a lot. Now, I'm thinking, because when we've been in the city, which we haven't been in a long time...
No, we haven't actually.
We've had a lot of city stuff. But dogs seem to be like the main, like, governing...
Yeah, sort of the ruling class, as it were.
So I wonder if it's a dog, it's one rule for one.
Yeah. So possibly that's the crime for murdering a dog, is, like, you kill one dog, you're hanging.
Well, I don't know, because I'm pretty sure that dog that killed all those people killed dogs. But he's a dog.
But he is a dog, so that's like, possibly okay.
But if a bear killed a dog...
Oh, no, he's going to hang for that.
He's going to hang.
He's going to hang.
So it's like, they're not cagey about the sort of class divide. Like, they're very...
No,
it's like, that's the way it is.
Yeah, just throw that right out there. But I mean, like we know they're not bothered about that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like, they're just throwing it about. They just don't care.
When Porky turned up at the beginning, in his usual out the drum sort of mode, I just burst out laughing because I can't get the thought out of my head now that he's a balloon.
Yeah.
And, like, when you're thinking of it like that, his head looks so much like a balloon as soon as you're thinking.
It really does. Well, the thing is, he was wearing a lot of clothes in this episode. Like, he had, like, full dungarees and a shirt on. And I'm thinking...
He didn't look like a balloon in the episode, just at the start.
I'm thinking, like, next time I see him just in a waistcoat, I'm going to look for, like, a little knot.
I want to know what happens if you undo the bow tie.
It just deflates.
But no, I don't think we can move... Porky is a balloon.
It's an entertaining thought, but I don't think it's got legs.
The bear did seem to be a bear. He's
skinny,
definitely not in the Bugs Bunny, Cecil Turtle category of
Not a bear.
Like
Not the animal.
bunny hairs and tortoise turtles.
Yeah. Not the animal you said you want.
Yeah.
Or possibly it's due to like them filling out a form and filled it out wrong. So when they're doing their trouser test, they've had to like say what animal they are.
There's some shoddy admin.
And like Bugs has went, I'll mess with them. I'm a hare, and he's not. He's a rabbit.
And it's kind of backfiring on him now.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe it's
who
that.
knows?
Maybe it's an admin thing.
Maybe.
But yeah.
But yeah, there was not as many bear facts there as I had hoped there would be.
No, I was expecting.
I was hoping at least one. No,
Yeah.
well, at least two, because it said Porky's bear facts.
Yeah, not bare fact.
Yeah.
I didn't get
I
any
would say
facts
0.
there. Like he didn't say any. Facts.
We were left to fend for ourselves to work it out.
Porky. Shaking my fist, by the way.
You're big on gestures for radio, aren't you?
Yeah, you know.
That sounds like an album.
Gestures for radio.
Yeah.
That's good. But I think it helps if I say it while I'm doing it.
Yeah.
You know. Let everybody know what I'm doing.
So we've probably got time for one more.
I think so.
It's another little Sniffles.
Oh,
we'll maybe
okay.
see
His alcohol
see
problem again.
his alcohol fueled, japes. So we're looking
What
at
we got?
Toy Trouble from April 12th, 1941.
Okay.
Let's see what that drunkard's up to.
Yeah. Let's see.
You were so right. Like, he's absolutely wanking.
He's hammered all the time. What an episode to finish on.
Yeah,
eh?
that's good. So, Sniffles, he's with Bookworm. We haven't seen Bookworm in a while.
We haven't seen Bookworm in a while now.
He's pissed out his head.
Yeah, I think they've been on a night out.
Yeah.
They're coming back to Bookworm's house.
Yeah.
Because he lives in the department store, we assume.
Yeah, I think so.
And, they're like, she'll go up to the 15th floor where they've got a toy sale on. And they're just gone, they're trashed. And they're just gone for a fucking poke about in the toy store.
But what I love is like, because Bookworm has previously sort of been at least vaguely the voice of reason.
Yeah.
In
normally,
Sniffles episodes. But this time he's out.
Yeah.
Like, he's been out.
Yeah, he's doing it.
Like, he's like the friend who goes out once every couple of months.
Yeah, but when he goes out,
everyone
out.
gets him absolutely wankered.
Yeah, and it happens quite easily.
Yeah.
I'm thinking tequila's his thing.
Yeah,
he just gets into a bottle. He just gets into a bottle, swims about for a bit.
Yeah.
That's him done.
But so yeah, they're wankered. They go around. They're checking out all the toys.
Yeah,
like they got a sort of Sir Digby, Chicken Caesar, and Ginger dynamic.
Yeah,
like Sniffles is definitely like the boss. Drunkard. Bookworm's along for a ride.
Yeah.
But yeah, they get terrified by this duck toy.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty terrifying. If I was drunk,
yeah,
that would be horrible. Especially if it was the size of me. Imagine being chased by something the size of you that was doing that while you were drunk.
Yeah, it's just coming straight at you, going...
Making noise, yeah. It's just horrible. It seems slightly sentient, though.
Yeah, it had its moments.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it was just wheeling about.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're running away from that. Bookworm gets into an altercation with a train.
Yeah, which passes him by, and yet he still runs after it.
He doesn't know what's going on anymore.
No, why? He's strong, isn't he? He's not used to it.
And then we meet the cat, who's taken the bell off. It's the same cat.
It is the same cat. So I'm thinking whether or not the cat is, I don't know, maybe chaperoning them, and he's not actually actively trying to kill him. He's just like,
I don't know. He's definitely
because he's followed him there. He doesn't live in the department store, does he?
No, it's interesting.
So the cat's followed him there, but he is pretending to be a toy.
Do they just live constantly pursued by this cat? Was it Sniffles?
Well, potentially.
It's a job.
This is what, mouse tendering?
Like, I don't know. Is it the cat's job is to catch the mouse?
Oh, it probably seems a bit harsh when you're subletting your skirting to a mouse to then have a cat whose job it is to get you.
That's true.
Seems a bit mean and very short-sighted when it comes to
But do you think he's like some sort of law enforcement? He's just trying to put Sniffles in the clink for the night.
Either that or
Being
he's
drunk and disorderly.
like a street pastor. But they take their job real serious. Like,
He's
no,
just trying to get
you're an alcoholic.
Sniffles back on the...
Yeah, the straight and narrow. He's like, oh, you fell off the wagon again. As a matter of fact, you never got on the wagon. You're just permanently walking behind it.
I like this. I like that as an idea. That's what we're rolling with.
Yeah.
So the cat is a street pastor. And he's just trying to keep all the little mouse drunkards on the straight and narrow.
Yeah, that's it. He just wants to make sure that they, are safe. And that's why they're trying to sneak around. They're trying to get away. Oh, I wish we could hear him coming so they can sneak off.
Because he doesn't kill Bookworm. He just pops him in that test tube.
Yeah. I did like the end of the episode where Bookworm's walking off with the test tube still on his head, and it does just look like it's like the traffic cone at the end of the night job. Like, we're taking this. This is our little victory thing. Someone's got to do it. Yeah, and it's Bookworm this time.
It's Bookworm today. That was enjoyable.
It was. I mean, I didn't learn a lot about the world.
I haven't,
but it was entertaining.
I haven't laughed that much during an episode for quite a while.
No. Porky Pig celebrity. We did learn that.
Oh yeah,
because there's Porky Pig toys in the toy.
So yeah, in the Tooniverse, like Porky Pig is a celebrity.
Yeah, at least enough to have toys.
Yeah, so that's interesting.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
but a very entertaining episode.
It was when Sniffles is in the line of Porky Pig dolls, trying to just, and he's poking the Porky Pig dolls, and he pokes Sniffles, and he goes, "Mama, I fucked it."
Instantly he was like, "Oh shit!" And then he tried again and just went, "Squeak." There's a mouse. It should be able to squeak.
But I don't know. The animation was good enough that like you just saw in his eyes that fuck it.
Yeah. That recognition, total fucked it. Look, you're like, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
No, I enjoyed that one a lot. And it was good to see Bookworm again. It's good to confirm that Sniffles is a pisshead because you do suddenly so much of. It makes sense.
Yeah,
just like his slightly sort of droopy, like constantly shifting face.
That was very, very good. I think a brilliant way to end the episode.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Such a high note, I think.
Yeah, well, that's about all we have time for. So it's really good. It is. Yeah.
I think that really the only thing left, I think we've got time to squeeze this in, is just asking people to get on Facebook, share it, send us a Twitter. If you
get involved in the chat.
Yeah,
there's
talk
a
to
Facebook
us.
group. There's the Twitter.
Yeah,
we've got. You can just email us directly if you've got some theories.
You can do bog standard email. Like,
the Space Jam Continuum @gmail.com.
It is.
Get involved. We'd love to
give us a shout.
Hear some thoughts.
I think we really would. It'd be nice to get some different viewpoints on things we've already said.
Right, I think that's a good place to leave it then.
Yeah,
right, we'll see you all next week.
Catch you in a bit.
Bye.